Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something really cool lined up for you. We're diving deep into neuroscience hacks, those little brain tricks that can totally change the game when you're feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or just need a boost. I'm talking about simple stuff you can do in 5 minutes to reset your focus, chill out, or get yourself pumped up for whatever's ahead. And don't worry, this isn't going to be some boring lecture. I'm going to keep it real, share some stories from my own life, and give you practical tips you can actually use. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's jump into this together. First up, let's talk about focus. You know that moment when you've been grinding away at something, maybe studying or working on a project, and your brain just quits on you. You're rereading the same sentence 10 times, or you catch yourself staring at your phone, not even sure how it got in your hand. That's your brain waving a white flag. It's tired, overloaded, and begging for a break. So, what do? You give it one, but not just any break. You take a smart, strategic break that actually works. The trick here is timing. Studies say your brain can only handle about 25 to 30 minutes of hard focus before it starts to fizzle out. That's why something like the Pomodoro technique is so popular. You work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It sounds too simple, right? Like, what can you even do in 5 minutes? But that's the beauty of it. It's not about doing a ton during the break. It's about letting your brain hit the reset button. I've tried this myself, and it's honestly a lifesaver. One time, I was knee-deep in editing a video. My eyes were burning, and I couldn't tell if what I was doing was any good anymore. I set a timer, worked for 25 minutes, then stepped away for 5. I just walked around my apartment, stretched a little, and stared out the window. When I sat back down, it was like I had a whole new brain. Everything clicked again. Now here's the key. What you do in those 5 minutes matters. Don't just scroll through social media or check emails, because that's not a real break. Your brain stays on and you end up more drained than before. Instead, try something that switches things up. Take a quick walk outside, listen to a song you love, or even just sit there and daydream. I've got this little trick where I stare at my cactus plant spike. Sounds random, I know, but there's science behind it. Looking at nature, even something small like a plant, can boost your focus and calm your mind. I swear, Spike saved me more times than I can count. So, next time you're stuck, don't force it. Give your brain 5 minutes to recharge and you'll come back sharper than ever. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Breathing. I can already hear you saying,
"Seriously? I breathe all the time, what's the big deal?"
And yeah, you're right, it's basic, but that's exactly why it's so powerful. When you're stressed or freaking out, your breathing gets all fast and shallow. It's like your body's sending an SOS to your brain, saying, "We're in trouble." That kicks off a whole stress response. Your heart's pounding, your palms get sweaty, and it's game over. But here's the cool part. You can turn that around just by changing how you breathe. Slow, deep breathing tells your brain everything's okay. It's like a secret signal to your nervous system to chill out. There's this study I read about from some fancy journal with a name I can't even pronounce that says 5 minutes of controlled breathing can drop your stress hormones and make you feel steadier. I use something called the 4-4-4 method. You breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4, then let it out for 4. Do that over and over for 5 minutes and you'll notice your whole body start to relax. It's not just about sucking in air, it's about slowing everything down, giving your mind a chance to settle. I've got a story for you. A while back, I had to give a big talk in front of a room full of people. I'm usually pretty chill, but that day, I was a mess. My stomach was in knots, and I could feel my pulse in my ears. So I slipped into a quiet corner, locked myself in a bathroom stall, and did the 4-4-4 breathing for 5 minutes. By the time I walked out, I wasn't shaking anymore. I felt ready, even excited. It didn't make me a public speaking pro overnight, but it got me through that moment. That's what I love about this hack. You can do it anywhere, anytime, no equipment needed. Before a test, during a fight with your roommate, whatever. Just step away, breathe, and reset. If you want a little help, there are apps out there like Calm that guide you through it. But honestly, all you need is yourself and a few minutes. Next up, we've got visualization. This one's a little wilder, but stick with me because it's backed by some pretty cool science. Visualization is when you close your eyes and picture yourself doing something awesome, like crushing a job interview or hitting a perfect shot in basketball. Your brain eats it up. It turns out, when you imagine something vividly, your brain reacts like it's really happening. There's research showing that the same parts of your brain light up whether you're doing something or just thinking about it. It's like a mental rehearsal that preps you for the real thing. I first heard about this from athletes. Think about a pro golfer picturing their swing or a dancer running through their routine in their head. It's not just fluffy stuff, it works. There was even this study where people visualized playing the piano and they got almost as good as the ones who actually practiced. How crazy is that? So here's how you do it. Take 5 minutes, find a quiet spot, and imagine yourself nailing whatever's coming up. Don't just see it, feel it. Picture the room, hear the sounds, soak in the vibe. If you've got a big presentation, imagine yourself standing there, talking smoothly, everyone nodding along. The more real you make it, the more your brain buys in. I gave this a shot before a tough day at work once. I had a meeting I was dreading, so I sat down, closed my eyes, and pictured it all going perfectly. I saw myself walking in, calm and collected, saying exactly what I needed to say. When the actual meeting rolled around, it wasn't perfect, but I felt so much more in control. It's not a magic trick though. You still have to prep and put in the work. Visualization just gives you that extra edge, like a warm-up for your confidence. Give it a try next time you're nervous and see what happens. Okay, let's talk about movement. This one's my go-to because it's so easy and feels so good. When you're feeling blah, like your energy's gone or your brain's stuck in mud, getting up and moving for 5 minutes can flip the script. You don't need a gym or a treadmill. Just stand up, stretch, walk around, whatever gets your blood flowing. It's like hitting the refresh button on your whole system. Why does it work? Well, when you move, you send more blood to your brain, which means more oxygen and good stuff to keep it humming. There's science that says even a short burst of activity can sharpen your memory and lift your mood. I've had days where I'm slumped over my desk, totally checked out, and 5 minutes of moving turns it around. One time I was working on a script late at night and I hit a wall. I couldn't string 2 sentences together. So I put on some music, danced around my kitchen like a fool, and boom, I was back in the game. My cat judged me hard, but it worked. You can mix it up depending on what you need. If you're stressed, try something slow like stretching or a gentle yoga pose. If you're sleepy, go for a quick jog in place or some jumping jacks. I've even done this in the middle of a long car trip, just hopping out to shake off the stiffness. It's not about burning calories or getting ripped. It's about waking your brain up. Next time you're dragging, don't just sit there. Get up, move, and watch the fog lift. Last one, and it's a biggie, belief. This might sound like something your cheesy uncle would say at Thanksgiving, but there's real power in it. Your brain's kind of a sucker for what you tell it. If you keep saying, I can't do this, it will believe you and tank your effort. But if you flip that and start telling yourself, I've got this, it listens. It's not just feel-good nonsense. When you think positive, your brain pumps out dopamine, that happy chemical that makes you feel motivated and sharp. So how do you pull this off? Take 5 minutes to hype yourself up. Stand tall, look in the mirror if you want, and say some good stuff out loud. Things like,
I'm ready for this,
or
I'm gonna rock it.
you can even strike a power pose, hands on hips, chest out, like you're a superhero. Yeah, it feels goofy at first, but there's research showing it can boost your confidence. I did this before a big pitch once. I was nervous, doubting myself, so I stood in my room, posed like I was about to save the world, and told myself I was unstoppable. Did I look ridiculous? Oh yeah, but I walked into that pitch feeling like $1,000,000, and it went way better than I expected. Here's the deal though, this isn't about pretending everything's fine when it's not. If you're totally unprepared, no amount of pep talk will save you. It's more like a nudge to get your head in the right place when you've already done the groundwork. Try it next time you're second guessing yourself, and see if it shifts the vibe. So, there you go. 5 neuroscience hacks to level up your brain in 5 minutes or less. Reset your focus with a smart break, calm down with some breathing, picture success with visualization, shake things up with movement, and boost yourself with belief. But before I let you go, let's chat about a few things that can trip you up, because I've been there. First, keep it simple. These hacks aren't rocket science, and they don't need to be. If you're overthinking how to breathe right, or what to visualize, you're doing too much. Start basic and tweak it as you go. Second, don't expect them to fix everything. They're tools, not miracles. If you're burned out or haven't slept in 2 days, 5 minutes won't undo that, but it can still help you push through. And third, play around with them. Maybe breathing is your jam, but posing feels dumb. That's fine. Find what fits you and roll with it. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This was a long one, but I wanted to give you everything I've got on this. If you liked it, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next video with more stuff to chew on. Until then, keep messing around with these hacks, stay curious, and take care of that brilliant brain of yours. See you soon.